Gang, welcome back. Player Prep Savant here with another day for YouTube, free plays, prize pick, play of the days, and I'm gonna have one straight play for our tournament play for me and Ice Picks in our duos. So, we're able to sweep last night. Obviously rolled with the same guys, so it was a little bit easier, but we had Brandon Woodruff over 6.5 strikeouts, 2-unit play, over 7.5 strikeouts with a 1-unit play, so a total 3-unit play. That is a max bet for me, so we got a free max, so I'm glad that everybody who popped over here got the free max play, as well as our prize pick play of the day, which was also Woodruff over 7.5. Very easy. Woodruff made light work of him, just like we kind of expected him to do. So that's now 2 max plays in the past 2 weeks, which I haven't had a max play all year, especially with props. Very, very hard for me to max play a prop, just because of all the variables, but I've had 2 of them, cashed both, so that's big for VIP over there. That's my first ever free max play given out, so hope you guys caught that in and were able to cash. So need to get back on track, keep this streak rolling. We were on a little skid before that, but now we're getting back into the swing of things. Hitting a max play is really nice, and me and Ice Picks is rolling with a 2.9 unit lead going into today. All right, let's roll. First play here, I'm going to actually combine with my prize picks play. So my prize picks play is Chris Bassitt over 35.5 fantasy points. Over on prize picks, you get the 4 point for a quality start and 6 points for the win. Bassitt's gone 6 innings in 7 of his 10 starts this year with at least 6 strikeouts in 8 of 10. So right there, if I'm getting 6 strikeouts, it's 18 points. 18 points. You add the 4 with the quality start, that's already at 22 points. Plus, we're getting the 18 outs recorded, there's 40. So right there already, I think this number's low, just on those facts alone. So if we can get him through that 6 innings, 6 strikeouts, which he's been on pace with his average start, that's a cash. Also, he's gotten the win in 4 of his last 6 starts, which is another 6 points added onto your prize pick score. So that's a really, really high ceiling for Bassitt and a really high floor as well. If we can get that 40 points, this is an easy cash, and I really don't see him having an issue. He's also given the teams that he's gone up against have only scored more than 4 runs 6 out of his 10 starts. He's kept them under 4 runs. So that puts us in a great spot for a quality start. And also leads me into our next pick, which is going to be one of my duo plays, is the Texas Rangers team total under 3.5. They're at home. Yes, they've been hitting well off the Oakland A's earlier in this series, but Bassitt's a different beast. Like I said, he's held the teams 6 out of 10 times under 4 runs, and Bassett's just been elite this year. His rate on the road is just as good as he is at home in the cases for batting average against, ERA and stuff like that. It's really hard for me to roll with the Rangers here, especially with the Oakland A's not really using their top bullpen arms yet. Yes, they've used Petit, but he's okay. He's probably the 3rd or 4th best option out of there. Trevino hasn't thrown in 3 days. So I see this as a day that if this is a close game, like a 3-2, 5-3, 5-2 game, Trevino maybe going that 1 2/3, getting Romo out there, maybe pulling his pants down, doing that crazy stuff that he did because Manfred's really an idiot. So yeah, I really think we're able to get the good pen out there if Bassitt can keep us down there, and I really don't see the A's really blowing up Kobe Allard that much. I mean, he's not a great pitcher, but he does throw better at home. So the under in the game is nice, but the Rangers bullpen scares me off the full game under versus me just taking the Rangers under. So I'm rolling with the Rangers under there for one of the plays in my duo tournament, and that's going to be just a 1-unit play here on the channel. Next, big boy play here, rolling with a 2.5 unit play. Not a complete max, but I like it. We're rolling with Brad Keller again, under 5.5 strikeouts, minus 130 right now is what I'm seeing on most books. So locking in at minus 130. Ton of information to back me up on this one. So let's get to it. Keller is a sinker baller. We've done him before on his under. He throws about 35% of the time. and that's really not a swing and miss pitch. I've said this before, when you see the guys who get a lot of swing and misses, it's guys throwing that four-seam fastball, getting the ball by, getting a little bit of rise on it from the high spin rates, and Keller just is not that guy. Also very, very much of a reverse splits pitcher because of that. When you throw a hard sinker, the ball runs away from the lefties, runs in on the righties, so the righties are going to get jammed but still put the ball in play. He's just like Alcantara. Sandy, he throws a sinker, but his sinker's 99. Keller's throwing around that 93 range. So guys that do have high strikeout rates on this team, like your Judge, Stanton's, and Gary Sanchez, when he throws that sinker on the hands, it's going to be a rollover instead of that swing and miss through. So he's about 34-35% sinker, 30% slider, 30% fastball. So obviously 34, it'll all add up to 100. If you go on Fangraphs, like I said, Fangraphs is absolutely beautiful for this. I can actually get the numbers right now because they're just popped up right here. I love using Fangraphs, one of the best tools. 34% sinker, 31% slider, 31% four seam. So right here, like I said, one of the best tools if you're going to do this yourself. So with a reverse splits, he's getting 23% strikeout rate on lefties and only a 15% on righties. And the Yankees lineup just came out about 30 minutes ago, and they're rolling out 7 righties today. So we're getting that 15% strikeout rate. I love that spot for the Yankees here, especially because Keller does not strike out that many guys. Keller has also not gone over 5 innings in 6 of his last 8 outings. Also, the one that he did go over in the last 5 was 5 1/3, and he got lit up, and that was the game we were on his under. So, love that spot. If Keller doesn't want to get blown up here, he's got to run that sinker in, right? He's got to keep that ball on the ground. It's about 80 degrees out in the Bronx right now, one of the shortest porches in baseball. If he wants to be successful, he's got to keep it down. So I'm seeing a lot of ground balls from him today. He's got about a 50% ground ball rate, which is very good for us, because you want to try to get deeper in this game, especially with Danny Duffy going down early yesterday and having to use the pen. He does have a higher K rate on the road that is a little bit scary going against this Yankee lineup, who does strike out quite a bit, but that number is inflated by going against the Rays, Twins, and White Sox. Obviously, all those guys are in the bottom half of the league in strikeouts, and with only getting 15 outs consistently, him having to strike out 6 of them, as a sinker ball guy, I just really don't see this, and the numbers are really adding up for us. He's given up 5 runs in 3 straight games against the Red Sox, which isn't bad, a Troutless Angels team, and then the lowly Tigers. So just not in a good groove right now at all. 2 of those games came on the road, and this is the biggest part. Biggest info for me to get out to you guys is the Yankees are the #2 team in the league in walks. As much as they're power hitters, they do walk a ton. And on the season, Brad Keller on the road is averaging 5.25 walks per game, and the Yankees average 4 per game as a team. So if we get those walks early and he walks these guys at this rate that he's continuing to do so as an average, I don't even see him going 5 innings. There is no fantasy point line for him on PrizePicks right now, or else that would have been my PrizePick pick of the day, because I really don't see him getting deep in this game. I love the over here in the entire game. I really don't like Teon that much too, because he is a high walk rate guy. And if I'm only getting 15 outs from Brad Keller today, 80-degree weather, and him needing to get deep in this game, if he needs to get deep in this game, especially with that injury yesterday, he's got to pitch to contact. He's going to have to get it over the plate and have to try to keep these guys in the ballpark. And if we're doing that, he's not getting those swings and misses. He's really not a high whiff percent guy anyway, and only a 15% on the year against righties. A lot of stuff adding up, and 6 is just so many Ks for a guy who has just not been getting this number at all. Like I said, if you go over on Fangraphs, you'll see he hasn't hit it in his last 4 outings. Last 4 outings. Red Sox strike out quite a bit. Detroit strikes out a ton. They're 3rd worst in the league. He only got his 5 Ks there. Even against the Twins, only 5. Now you're going against the Yankees at home. It's just a really tough spot here for Keller to get there. I have it as a 2-unit play here. It'll be probably 2.5 in VIP, but we're trying to keep rolling. These are big unit plays for me. I usually don't go that high, but too many numbers are pointing me towards this under. This will be also in my duo tournament as well. Just a beautiful spot here to roll with the Yanks. This is going to be one of those explosion games. I really have a feeling their team total set at 5.5. And a really weakened bullpen too. So that's not an official play, but I do like it. Would not be surprised to see Sanchez, Stan, and Judge all go yard today. Probably not Judge, maybe LeMahieu. He's on my fantasy team, so I can see it happening. So thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate all the support. If you guys drop a like on this video, shoot me a DM over on Twitter. I'll send out some extra picks to you. So thank you so much. I appreciate all the support, and I will keep cooking. Let's go Yanks, and let's go Chris Bassitt. Have a good one, guys. Peace.